Oh, we know you know, man, I say them are the farmers. Go set you with the glamour, go see palm bananas. But if you think I like what you put on the corners, say you would try to go straight from farmers. I say what your girl and some baby mamas. Like virgin, no make I can only Madonna. We want more positive stuff to make the girls them shop up in Africa and it's on us. No, you're it no matter what you.
So anyone to start my birthday with this big one, Chevelle Cavanaugh. Good morning, Chevelle. Have a good one, Chevelle. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Top 10 in Miss Universe Jamaica. 24 years old today. Okay, so I don't know your age. Chevelle Cavanaugh, because you're special. You honor a special list today. Happy birthday. Are you going for the crown on October 30? Well, take charge, take charge, take charge. Chevelle Cavanaugh. What a gift to self. Well, you already have that gift, the gift of life, the gift of a new day. Top 10. Enjoy your gift and enjoy your birthday. Happy birthday. One and only Chevelle Cavanaugh. Y'all look out for her, okay? Yeah, look out. Miss Top 10. How which song say? Top 10. Top 10. Me know you have a top 10. Jump into that, no? Can you give me a remix? Remix! Woo! Money Ryan McLeod. Solomon Lee, Wagwan. Wagwan. Jay Griffith, morning, Jay. Christine Baines in the dance. We got Linton and Veron Pinnock of 4 District Mansion Hill celebrating. Oh, this is beautiful. They're 21st and 22nd respectively. How them do that? Linton Pinnock, birthday on the 21st. That's today. And then tomorrow, Veron Pinnock. Happy birthday from now. The weekend you turn up. Your weekend turn up, man. But the Pinnocks in the office celebrate. No, my office celebrate. Coming from Celine. Husband and wife, we love it. Linton and Veron, them two, that is a match made in heaven. This is such a good one. How many other husband and wives out there, man? Same day apart, all them something. How many? Jenny love the gospel segment. Yeah, man. Xavier do some Holy Ghost water baptize Jesus is mine. The gospel this man, you know. Nah, man. Some foot stomping kind of gospel was good. Who else is born in here? Patricia. Oh, on West Palm Beach. What? I Joan Lang. Tracy Wright, Patricia Manning. My brother Garfield Elliott is having a birthday, aka Preacher in Tiki. Coming from Debbie. Morning, Garfield Elliott. Have a great birthday. We got Santal Marcus, aka Trudy. Hi, Santal. Greetings coming from your daughter Talia, Mommy Paula, Sister Amoy, brothers Nicholas and Shamar. Love you lots. Love you enough. Trudy. Hi, Shania. Good morning, Shania Barnaby. We got love going out to big sister Dawn Miller, aka Navi. Paisley Avenue, Maypen, Clarendon, from your brother Tommy Hartford, Connecticut. Stay blessed and love you enough, sis. Aww. Dolores Wagwan. Andrea Bana Wagwan. Always here. Wait, stand by for something big. Yes, big one. It's big. Stand. On this big one, it's stand by.
Good morning, Anton Tomlinson.
Now spend the time with my woman, I'm a woman, I give the bone.
Anybody out there giving bun? Say your name, say your name.
Now spend the time, now spend the time, now spend the time with my girl, I give the bone.
Ah, yeah.
Now spend the time with my woman, I'm a woman, I give the bone.
Ah, boy.
When we run out, the next man I running. Turn me back and next man I turning. In a me place I make love and the macasan. We say bunny.
Why Mr. Tita's laugh? Why Tita, why as Mr. Say you laugh? Big up to Tita's hotspot on Windward Road. Tita as me say, who I give one say your name, Tita. Tita forward. Tita, what? We're watching a Tita, you just forward it up. We're watching a Tita. We're watching.
Why? Chest beats on me.
Come on,
Yeah. Sorry, my girl.
I like you forget me, I watch you. Caroline! Born with you. Shani, why you're calling over yours? Over yours. So here we go with your cup of laughter, and this is deliberate where we're going. It's fortuitous. I mean, it's all about God. It's us definitely big master leading us to this one because we're talking the church today. So this pastor was in church, and the pastor says, "Those who love the Lord, raise your hands." And of course, hands will go up, and worship start going, and people start, start speaking to tongues and stuff. And then the pastor says, "And those who want to go to heaven, raise your hands." Hands go up again. And of course, you got Holy Ghost sounds and movement, and the Holy Ghost dance is going on. And then the pastor says, "Those who want to go to heaven first, raise your hand." No hand, no go. Nobody no want to go first. Want to go to heaven and rest. But nobody no put up no hand for the first step. Who are first, who are second, who are third. No hand no go up. Xavier, you ready? You better have something for the church as you know, because we're ready a long time. Hello?
Introducing the Gleaner North American Branded Content Edition, a monthly online publication with news, deals, lifestyle tips, and so much more from Jamaica, the USA, and Canada. Visit go-jamaica.com/NA Gleaner Branded Edition or the jamaica-gleaner.com website to see the most current copy. Be in the know right from your home. The Gleaner, where life unfolds.
Oh, thank you.
If you take this too serious, then you really need some church.
Ready? No. Trouble. Someone start reading an article in the Gleaner. I can't find the time to read the whole article. I know me, man. Because the article here looks serious. No man, go on, man. Yeah, man, keep that. No man, keep that. Yeah. The low. The first 4 bars, let's go. Watch you now. Where's the volume? Why you turn on your volume? All right, so here we go. Now, the trouble there, when Jen and Jan, no, it's the worst thing we could ever do. When Janet Silvera and Jenny is in the same space, a trouble dead there. Because I want to know, and anything we say now, I'm asking Mr. Allen and Claire to turn off their radios, right? Oh no, switch station. Because Jen and Jan go and talk and it's trouble. Yeah.
I know the story lose the work, you know.
You may tell us, but I would like them to switch stations so we don't lose the work. It's a suggestion. Because anything we say is potentially that. No, Jan, I look on the front page of the Gleaner. And I see it's from the West, and it's Janet Silvera, senior gleaner writer. I'm like, no. Me never finish reading the article. I'm like, oh, God, Janet, what the article here? So, Janet, this pastor man, I'm sorry, doctor, no, excellence come first? No, so wait a minute, we can't find the email. His Excellency, Dr. Bishop, what the full name now, John? Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Oh, Smith. You have to put it O. Smith.
Yes.
We're seeing that GoFundMe. Because yesterday, my question to those on YouTube was who's going to be funding? Who's definitely going to be putting some money to that GoFundMe account? We'd love to know. So apparently, GoFundMe has suspended the account. You heard that story?
I wrote the story.
Uh,
I saw where a GoFundMe page had been set up for him.
okay. Then no. This story is bigger than any story y'all have ever carried on this story. First, we hear that people have been at this church from 2014. Then you are supposed to leave their phones and wrap it in a foil, and then the slashing of the throat took place, the sacrificial, whatever that was, the whole cult practice. But we're not so sure if it was a cult practice. Because when I look at the article this morning, slain church member tried to sign over insurance to pastor. I nearly lose it inside the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Janet,
But she tried,
tell me what going, Janet.
She signed it over to him. However, apparently there were some errors on the document, but she did sign it over to him.
She has a child because I'm noticing that it says, and she had their names on her insurance policy.
No, her son and her mother.
So one of the children and her mother.
Yes.
And she
moved them and replaced their name
with the pastor man.
To being the beneficiary.
Jesus have mercy. When we talk about zombie like and in a trance, you have to in a one trance for do this, you know. If you take off your picnic name and your mother name and put your pastor name, you have to in a one serious zombie trance, you know. My question to you is when was that done? When did she attempt to change the document?
From what I gather, it was probably over a year ago.
So we've been hearing about this church sister from the articles coming out of the West, and you're in charge of the West. Why we not been hearing about the other person?
Well,
who is the other victim?
There is a story that's coming on the other person.
All right, so we don't want to talk about that yet. Because we've been getting a lot of stories on this sister, the brother who said that he told her to leave the church and not the insurance. Now, my question to you in your investigation, Janet, did the pastor know that the document had inaccuracies and therefore was not signed and sealed, and therefore, even if him slash her throat, he had nothing to get?
I'm not sure about that because remember now that he's in jail.
No, but it's a year ago. But it's a year ago she signed this document and things it was signed.
It was just revealed because up till Tuesday morning, the father was told that this was the case. But on Wednesday morning, he was called back and told that it was a misunderstanding.
The insurance company called him and said, oh.
Insurance company.
Who?
Employers.
Janet, this story, we're not getting it. So he went to the employers and was told
her insurance, and because she had died, so I guess he wanted to find out.
Yeah, because burial, yes.
Right. And that was when he was told that her life insurance had already been turned over, not given, but she had removed her family from her life insurance and replaced their name with that of her pastor. He was her beneficiary.
And then they call him back the next day.
Right.
Jan, you're not talking. We have to put on your shoes.
He called. No. I thought you were going to cut.
No. So
Them call him back the next morning and said to him, okay, sir, there were some errors on the document.
So stop, no, so stop. So then just stop your foolishness. So wait, no,
Can you hear that?
no. So
It's immediately after, by the way, when he realized that this was the case, he went and made a report to the police.
so Janet, you know, see what you and Jenny are further unearthed. All along, even the company had it that this was, and then after the father goes to them, they realize, say the document no finish. So she did, so she also, that's the slain daughter, that's the church sister. She must have thought all was in order and that it was done.
She did.
And Janet, let's go a little further. If she thinks so, then Pastor the excellent Bishop Kevin O. Dot Smith thinks so too.
Of course! Benjamin, you think encourage her to change our family, cook take our family have our life insurance. No more thing.
So when him do the slashing, him did expect to collect
I would think so.
because he's the beneficiary of the life insurance.
Exactly. But you know something? This is so difficult to understand in a sense. Because after you slash so many souls, what were they gonna do with these people's bodies?
And, John, stop behave bright now. Because you have me just put my hand on my jaw and me and say, so what was the disposal plan?
I know. Maybe we're gonna burn the bodies.
Because if it is that you're supposed to be the beneficiary, questions are gonna ask. So what was your plan? This is very interesting. So this has to be a part of the investigation. The next question now is, and I can't wait for your story. The other person who,
If that story is being done by another member of the team.
no, but my question therefore, that I would love this story just to make sure they tell us, was there an insurance policy
So
for the,
there wasn't. Not one. The other person
yes,
was not. That wasn't the case.
okay,
Tell you more?
no, 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 no,
Not mine to tell.
yes, but
Published it here to the Gleaner.
so that is Sunday.
I think that should come by tomorrow. If not, unless maybe it went in late last night, it probably didn't make it, but I'm not sure.
So this is a to be continued. Is there anything about the story that we have not zoomed in on yet, that as the person writing it?
She took out a loan for $400,000 recently.
Feel
The pastor. You know what it's called? Seed money.
Johnny, let me just have to twist up my wig. What did you say? What you say?
She took out a personal loan from one of those financial institutions that's not fussy about getting all sorts of documents from you, like the banks would.
Yes.
She took out a loan of $400,000.
And give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's reported that this money he also has. Oh God. She loved this pastor man.
She did. She really did. It would seem as if he was her life.
Yes. But he replaced everybody. If it is that she can replace the names of her family members with his as a beneficiary, then he became definitely everything and all in all to her. My,
On the person who did that.
what do you mean?
Majority of the people who, no, I'm saying the majority of the people who became engrossed in that church, embalmed literally, were, they would leave their families. Their church members were now their family members. They owned their families.
You mean that's what they did?
Yes, they wouldn't become, they weren't friends with the families anymore.
What?
The young man that I interviewed last week, he had to leave because of his parents, live with the pastor, and he could not make contact with them.
Look, wait the young man. Look at tell people the time. Because first me I hear this. Don't move.
Put turmeric in the ginger. Your everyday immunity booster. The time by Jamaica Mountain Peak Ginger Turmeric Teas is
8 o'clock on Hits 92 FM. You understand why we have to be speaking with the nation's best in terms of delivery of the news because you're getting it firsthand. Janet Silvera, who has been interviewing in the West to make sure we get the details on the story. Another breaking news. These individuals are removed from their families or they left their families.
Once they get into that church.
So that big house, that big mansion, they all live in that big mansion.
No, but they don't make, not all of them. The mansion was for mainly young men.
Why?
They were probably, I'm not sure, the possibility exists that they were being groomed.
For what?
To take over eventually. There is another story that many people have not heard as yet that I can't necessarily speak about now. But that was the modus operandi of that particular pastor in the early days when he just returned to Jamaica.
So wait, so Kevin Dot Smith is he's a Jamaican, but he's not he just returned here?
Yes, no, well, he returned to Jamaica in 2010 or 2011 after living in Canada.
I didn't know that either.
Yes.
So there is a movement and a plan afoot. But we're still not so sure why he would have the men at once. You know, there's something I don't understand though, Jan.
What?
The slashing of the throat.
Rituals, yeah, those things, you know.
Yeah, but he had cows and goats and donkeys and other animals. Why human sacrifice sing?
Well,
You didn't ask them.
I have spoken with a young man who has explained it to me.
Please explain it.
So,
Why?
it is right now because I don't remember, but he told me why they did what they did.
Jan, please can remember even peace. Why even so one cautious. All right, the part you can't tell me, we respect it because you know it's media to media. But the parts that you can tell us, I would love to know what did Bishop use as justification for doing what they did.
I can't tell you what his justification was because I've never spoken with the man.
No, I mean as related to you.
Right. The most I can say from a young man, because it's a lot of young men who have been coming to me and telling me all sorts of things that, I have to be sieving out and seeing exactly. But for instance, the Da Vinci Code was something that the pastor would watch.
You lie.
Yes, those were some of the things that he was involved in. He many of the youth that he had, he called them ambassadors, right? And he would follow some of the practices of the Roman Catholic Church, the papacy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the things that I have learned.
So what was the 9994?
Well, I would turn that around.
Yeah, man, 666. End of town. It's the end of time.
No, I would turn that into 666.
Yeah, so for the end of time.
Right. From what I'm gathering, this week after Sunday's ritual, they were supposed to be going into another week of activities, which the young lady was preparing for.
Oh, so she was aware of all these things happening?
I don't know that she was aware that he was going to be killed. Because if she was, then she wouldn't be preparing for this week. And she was preparing for this week.
So what was this week supposed to have been?
I don't remember exactly. Listen, Jenny, the amount of information that I have to take in, I have to go and know, get a massage.
You have to, we have to go get therapy. We,
I'm not careful. This thing is going to engulf me.
yes,
Extremely careful about this.
yes. You have to sift. You have to sift and sieve. You have to sieve and sieve.
Mm-hmm.
How old was Kevin? How old is he? He's still with us. How old is he?
39.
Him to reach 40 yet.
Understand, no.
And he went to school here.
He went to JC.
He's a Jamaica College past student.
Well, until he was about 13, I understand.
13? Oh, so he just spent 1 year at JC.
Probably. But you see, I don't know enough about his background. And there is a bio, but it's a bio that was done by him
Yeah, from his perspective. Yeah.
or his people. So it would have been embellished to make him look great.
What did he do in Canada? This Kevin Smith.
In psychology,
Ah,
therapy,
he knows how to control human minds.
right, he does.
What next? So there's no GoFundMe. They have trial. Do you know when the case is going to be called up?
When the police are continuing their investigation, then now you have these types of cases. It takes a little while.
Yes.
And if people aren't coming forward as well, the possibility exists that it will delay it even further. And in these cases, people are usually reluctant because they're not going to court.
Jan, what do you think? You've done this story and perhaps other stories in terms of control of human mind and their lives. What are some of the things you think the authority needs to start doing? Now that you're intimately involved in this story, writing the story, giving us the stories, and we can't wait tomorrow to hear about the other victim. Dear God, another family member and another person, obviously, whose mind was controlled. And thoughts. What should we start doing? What should
I think like the JCC must play a more active role in relation to pastors that are springing up throughout the country.
who? Which organization?
Because here comes like churches.
Yeah.
And they have to play a more active role when they see people coming in and saying, you know, I'm a pastor this, I'm a pastor that.
But there's so many though. There's so many.
But there has to be some type of registration.
Yeah, but it's not the registration. Who monitors? Who monitors?
I'm saying there has to be, I was about to say to you, that we have to have some system that monitors what's happening in these churches, especially when it involves children.
Yes. Because those 11 babies, they concern me. You can imagine how torn they feel and how they also blame society for taking their parents away from them.
They're blaming their mothers, I understand. A number of them are blaming their mothers.
For having taken them into that situation.
Right? Especially the ones who understand what's happening in their life.
As young as how old are on the state care now? As young as
There was a baby went up today. The house, not the house, but the road on which the house is.
yes.
On the night it happened, we were the only ones there as journalists. And we saw a woman with a baby, can't be more than 4 months old. That photograph was carried in the Guinea.
Yikes. What thing do you do? Oh my, that's serious storm. That's oh my God. This story is a painful story.
You have to be re-educated.
Yeah, this is a painful story.
Yeah, it is a very, very painful story.
Janet Silvero, we'll catch up. I'm going to watch your subsequent stories. We're going to talk again because you gave us more than what's on the front page. But I advise y'all, you have to read this. It's quite lengthy, and I didn't have the time this morning in between all my shows and trying to read this. So thank you for your time. We'll talk again next week.
All right, love.
And you be safe.
You too.
Journalists are very important. I cannot tell you enough how important media is. Very important. And we take our jobs and our positions seriously. because it's also part of cleansing and fixing, not just exposing. So we take it seriously. Y'all, catch the story. What a story. Be careful of those whom you allow in your heads. I can't say it enough. Xavier.
If you take this too serious,
they must call it. That's the lively.
Right.
you're gonna go church from how long?
That's our talk on Thursday talk.
Down a slum, but me
That's our Thursday talk on Thursday.
so me decide to
And this will leave us talking for a long time to come.
brothers and sister from who I tell me everything about the congregation. Both sister Paulette and her dear husband and how she still asleep with the little boss man. Sister Brenton, she a Christian, but a last night them teach her in a school love session. She a do the dirty dance to the Mataran song. And
Very sad.
from baby shop.
Donna, very sad. And Sandy over here talked about game. That's why. Sandy said, now they can't talk about one game.
Every Sunday is a competition. This enough of them a go like them in a name brand. That the situation will come out of some jump pattern with the camper bar spell that a no new fashion. Then she proceed to talk about the man. Them only come a service the look church woman. And we pull up the girl and talk about religion. But we couldn't say nothing because me know me out.
Yeah, the hardest thing to find people who are real. And the easiest thing for them to turn you like a pot of cornmeal. No, Joe.
Yes, Crystal. Don't lose your faith. Don't lose your hope. Start watching people like Xavier now. Once I use this as justification for not our church. Yes. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Not all these leaders are like this. I can assure you, I don't get that at Transform Life Church. I'm very, very sure nobody's controlling my mind. So we also have individual responsibilities as well. As soon as you feel like somebody's trying to control your movements and your thoughts.
For yourself.
Say it again, Kuku.
Take for yourself, Kuku do this. And I may say, hi.
So get busy, so get busy.
Me and Jesus a why. So get behind me, Satan. Me and me got the whole apart. So get behind me.
Continue to watch this case and watch it closely.
Me and me Jesus a walk. So get behind me, Satan. Me and me got the whole apart. Alright, listen, get behind me, get behind me. Do no contract, Satan can't sign me. Get behind me, get behind me. God of me, Jesus, him and me almighty. Get behind me, get behind me. Can't ban me down my road, I can't tie me. Get behind me, get behind me. In the house, you can find me. A 90 days, me bless and birth. Mama blessing don't take me from dirt. So now evil you think you hurt. And covered in the blood of Christ and curse. Let me try and come but you work. Make a fool for your beard and shirt. I don't hear me cry, so I don't know me words. Whatever you want, shut your words. So get behind me, Satan. Me and me Jesus a walk. So get behind me, Satan. Let me get this man.
Tell me we not wrong. You know we not wrong. Don't tell the devil we are in my play. Cause him a come when he came out in the city must be done.
But that Jesus we see all the way.
Tell him
We not wrong.
you know we not wrong. Don't tell the devil we are in my play. Cause him a come when he came out in the city must be done. But that Jesus we see all the way. Our destiny is priority. You got to focus. Guard your mind from the plan of the enemy. He come to kill and destroy. But with the armor of God, we'll
I'm making sure say good morning to Director of Elections with the arm off to protect you. Got all sorts of things out there. Director Brown, good morning to you.
Good morning to you. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm in a place. I'm just so happy that you're here to take me out of that place, that situation. Cause my head is all over the place as we've just spoken with Janet Silvera. To this one, which is another issue in Jamaica, which is not as troublesome as the one we just discussed. We're talking elections. I'm good, giving thanks. We're here, and that we're not doing the mind control. We're not. Nobody can control the mind. Director of elections.
That's correct. We have almost somebody's question.
Amen. So we're talking elections now. Why is it that people should be concerned about collecting their voter ID cards? Why is that important?
Let me put it in two reasons. One is a requirement on the act that governs our activity, the Representation of the People's Act, ROPA in short. It requires that everybody who is on that list is to be provided with an ID card. The ID card allows you for the process to flow a little bit quicker on election day, because we use it as a means of identifying you. Secondly, the voter's ID card, as you are aware, morphs itself into the national ID in absence of a national ID. It's one of those IDs that are free, available to everybody who is over 18 years old. And it's widely accepted by the commercial sector, the government, etc. So it's important for you to have that ID. Critical, as the more important though, is the use of the ID on election day.
All right, so you know how Jamaicans are. We don't get excited until excitement is right at our feet. So now we're issuing the card. We have big problems because people are, I guess, waiting. You know how we last minute. What's the danger of last minute? And by the way, when is last minute to get those voter ID cards?
All right, people, you're correct. I think we have a culture that we tend to wait until the last minute in Jamaica. What the elector need to be aware of, and those individuals who hold a card, that come December 31st, the current card that you have in your possession is of no use. The validity of those cards will expire. And therefore...
No, you need to say that again. So come December 31, the last day in the year, whichever card you have, if it's not the new one, it now gonna have no importance. You ever say it like them, we want to make sure they get it clear. It's not good. Therefore, you have to get the new ones. Am I correct?
That's correct. In order the public or the commercial sector, the government entities, and the wider public will not accept those cards because those cards no longer will be deemed valid. And therefore, you need to get the new card. That will give you another 10 years of validity in terms of the new card. So it's crucial that you try and get the card now. The process will continue until December 31st, and it will also continue beyond December 31st. But it's good to get the card in case you need to use it after December 31st.
So you're saying you're still giving them? You just said that December 31 the card now have no use. Did you just change your change?
No, no. The current card is no longer come December 31st. It will not be valid.
Right.
So therefore, if December 31st comes and you don't have a new card, you won't be able to use your voter's ID card to do any business.
Right. So stop right there. So that they need for you. Don't tell them none else. Right there. So don't put anything else in there. Them, Jamaicans them just love a leeway. So don't even bother go anywhere else. So the card not good now. I noticed that a number of persons they've been trying to find the location for this renewal. So okay. So there's a little confusion. If the card has a date beyond 2015, they don't need to take picture or they don't need to take fingerprint. When do you need to take over the picture and take fingerprints and all these things? When you must do all of that process.
All right. What will happen if your card, if you were verified or got registered beyond from 2015 to current, there's no need for you to come back into office and apply for the renewal of your card. Your card will be automatically be renewed. So you need to go back to the constituency offices in where you got registered and pick up your new card. The individuals whose card were issued prior to 2015, you have to come back and apply for renewal because a number of things would have changed. Your physical feature would have changed. Some would have your name, etc., would have changed, etc. They need to just get that updated. And so therefore, persons who got their card prior to 2015 needs to come back, go to one of our constituency offices and apply for a renewal of your card.
So look on your card and see issue date. So if the issue date is before 2015, you have to do the process all over again.
That's correct.
Okay. If it is after 2015, you just can go pick up one new card.
Right. If you got registered after 2015 to current, you can then just your card will be automatically renewed. Therefore, you should be able to pick up those cards at the constituency offices.
All right, I'm going to use myself as a guinea pig. Let me take out my card right now, and then I see where I fall in terms of renewal or non-renewal. So mine says issue 2014. What that means?
That means that you have to go back to complaint because one of our constituency offices indicated that you want to renew your card, your ID card.
So if you take picture, dress up pretty and nice.
Right.
Oh, it matters what I have on, it matters what I wear.
We urge you to not to wear white or because our background allows us for certain colors. So dark colors is preferable.
So don't wear white, dark colors. What about sleeveless? We don't want to look hot. All right, me wear sleeveless.
Preferably, yeah. We preferably not.
Okay.
It's best for you to.
So we are coming as spaghetti and buzama show and so.
No, the spaghetti and those things won't work.
All right, so dress, cover up your body in a dark clothes, in dark clothes and go. What if me come from all the way in Negril and me live at Kingston now though? Me really have to go all the way in Negril though, director?
No, you don't. We have made the arrangement so convenient to everybody. If you originally got registered in Negril, work in Kingston, there's no need for you to go back to Negril. Just go to any offices in Kingston and then they'll carry through the process. Just tell the staff that you're here to renew your ID card and we'll be able to do so.
But what about if it's after 2015 and it's a new card? I have to go back to my first constituency?
Fortunately, you would have to do so.
So it's only the ones who are redoing the process who can do it from any office. But if it is that I'm picking up because I got my card after 2015, I have to go back to my constituency office.
Yeah, but however, if it's so indicated to us though, by calling the offices, we'll be able to put a mechanism, something in place to retrieve those cards and bring it back into a location close to you. If you're unable to go back to where you originally registered, those persons who had got or got registered in 2015 and beyond.
Okay, so if it is that it is an inconvenience to go all the way to St. Anne and I'm in Kingston, I can call your office to say I would like the card to be sent to Kingston.
Right, and we'll seek to accommodate that request.
You will try to accommodate that.
Request.
What are the
because what we're doing for the 2015 and beyond is to use the database that we have for you in the system, and that database would have reflected where you got registered.
Yes.
And therefore, in automatically renewing the card, we just send it back to the constituent.
Right.
What happened? The person prior to 2015 would, on application of for the renewal, they would indicate to us where they want the card to be delivered.
Okay. What are the numbers to call? Because this sounds like quite a bit of work for you and your office. What are the numbers to call?
We have put a system in place, and it's a combination of our internal capacity and we have partnered with some external private sector persons. The number you click call is our toll-free number, 1-888-991 vote. And you'll be able to get access to us and we'll give you the information.
So go again. So that's 888-991. Yeah, what is vote? 9683. You sure, Director? I'm not looking at one of those phones, one of those fancy phones with the letters. So it is 888. I have to put the one before the 888, by the way. All right. So 1-888-991-9683. You sure? Sure. All right. Xavier said, I'm sure. My DJ just checked it. What does he want to say?
83.
All right. So it's 888-991-8683. All right, good. So my Holy Ghost right now, because when I hear you, you're so like you're still checking something. So it's 8683 for the last 4 digits. What are your final words on this, Director?
You can visit our website, www.ecj.com.jm/query, and you just follow the instruction and you get all the information that you need to get.
All right, bless you, Director Brown. Thank you so very much. Doing a good job and all the very best with you. I know it's gonna get crazy, especially as you get to the last week, December 31. I'm going to have to send you a Christmas cake because my God, I know what's gonna happen in this nation, especially that last week. So y'all, please don't stress the system. Don't stress the system. Do it from now.
Right.
Do it from now.
Just reinforce that you can now visit in offices and apply for the renewal. We are now doing that, and therefore you don't have to wait until December 31st. But try and do so quickly.
All right. That's right. Bless up and big up. The new car looks nice though. I miss my big old. I hear it's there. My hummingbird. I hear it's there at the back.
At the back. Additional features.
It's cute. It looks international.
Yeah. Similar to the green car that you have in your possession.
I know that others have because I checked somebody else's speaker and I'm like, oh my God. I feel like an American. I'm part of America. Okay, very good though. Very good. You're lifting the game, and that's good. All is good to improve. Blessings to you. Take care.
Good.
Keeping you totally informed and educated and entertained right here on the 92. 828 Xavier. I'm done. It's all yours. I'm ready to bubble and exercise. See me, I'm ready. I'm in my gym clothes. I'm ready to go. Are you ready, Heather Virgo? We're ready. Good morning. May I go for my car today? By the way, may I go for my car? I can't stay that way on December 31. May I go for my car?
Jenny, and Xavier. What a piece of dilemma.
I love this.
Come on, say you why. Just from here and far, I request me banana. Me and the girl them banana farmer. Do all of them, I request me banana. Daylight come and them no want go. And them it 1 time, 2 time, them want more. Daylight come and them no want go. Them it 3 times, sometimes them want 4. Daylight come and them no want go. I am a Latina girl, she named Cassandra. She tell me say she come straight from Colombia. So I me go recommend no my banana. Thank you, mama say that's done mañana. So me do it. And girl, I tell me, say me banana sweet. Them say the length and size make them weak. You know see. Girls from near and far request me banana. Me and the girl them banana farmer. The whole of them a request me banana. Be like come and them now want go home. They give me one time, two time, them want more. Be like come and them now want go home. They give me three times, sometime them want more. Be like come and them now want go home.
Every man want the Caribbean war. The Caribbean war. Look on the side.
You contribute directly to Jamaica's national development when you pay your customs duties. Let's all do our part in keeping the wheels of our economy turning. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
8:30 hits 92 FM.
Every man want the Caribbean war. The Caribbean war. Look on the side. Every man want the Caribbean war. The Caribbean war. Look on the side. And it's the eyes of a vintage wine. I'll go husband tell her that she fine. Extra she just out to order. She coulda have loved baby father. Hey, ladies are now gone follow. Sometimes you have to just talk it out. If the tree mean anything, she and the road. Kick out, spread out, and the whole place shell out. But you got the wife up here and the hands. That's why now cause turbulence. Caribbean woman have a wife until all the night. And stay just to be all the time. That's why every man want the Caribbean one.
Reach your healthcare career goals at Advent Health's 2-day career expo at Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida on Tuesday, October 26th and Wednesday, October 27th.
Join us, please. Jenny Energize our YouTube page.
With a whole personal care philosophy that extends to every team member. And we're hiring for all types of positions in our hospitals in West Florida, ERs, skilled nursing facilities, physician practices, home care, hospice and urgent cares. We have openings for professional nurses and nursing assistants, technicians, respiratory therapists, medical receptionists, nutrition, environmental services, and all other roles. So glide into a new job you love at the Advent Health Career Expo at Amalie Arena on October 26th and 27th. Hiring managers will be making job offers on the spot with plenty of networking opportunities, free continuing medical education, and virtual tours available. To register, visit AdventHealthCareerExpo.com. That's AdventHealthCareerExpo.com.
Hey! Food time. Dance time. Party time.
Stop knocking that for the minute. Big couple man back for the minute. We so back, so we get fast for the minute. Pull up, cash for the minute. Say I'm a lead, stop them a minute. We should be young and change the game, yeah man. Full of flow and full of style that deal with, yeah man. More me thing with the girls, the man that deal with, yeah man. Babylon a Babylon, we go to room and bear the main and clap the show and leave the scream, but bear the pain, yeah man. Make trade, make people feel me near, yeah man. Rap, yeah, go and move every trade, yeah man. Wave it real from the front, crazy flame, that's a smoke like craving here. Strike force, hear the real, yeah man. Assassin, say the man, what a sin, what them know what. You don't see your madmans and we and he will fuck a chin. Just a drink, friend and live up, hold on. See them on their black a brim boom. You need me for the same, like him trying to proper gym. It's a stone of man of flint, you will have a out of him. He's fucked up a million, bounty, and cash a wish when he finds the alien, yeah man. The wish when he not the basic one, yeah man. The wish when he even shape the yan, yeah man. The Canadian, she could like you, and the make it jump like it, because you're not the ass and feel it done, yeah man. The thing I really just the shoulder pussy fun, yeah man. Every time you know it's super easy one, yeah man. We don't wish when he put no breaking man, when he can break it, yeah. Wish when he baby shop, yeah man. What a sass up.
you the winner of the XAVIER cash out with a girl. So like the choir singing us for this man tougher than a match up of a girl. I wish when you leave the room, you locks up the cut in the finger. I wish when you ready, bring the goal up and then they did. And I wish when you know how the ass up is put one for the ass shop. The game change and me change to go on. I wish when you easy, you did it and we run the road like in the van. One tag, I hold this out and I was starting to get the ash. Bring the car, let's get it up. Left them all, it's sitting up. You don't get me, man. Bring up, bring up. Very much when I stick a giddy up. Yeah, man. Screw up your face, alright, we really up. Yeah, man. Very much when you got them giddy up. Yeah, man. Put on the gun from both of us, zip it up. Zip it up, we can't rap it till it out. Yeah, man. You don't chase it in my fury up. I want to shoot the car, let's see if it touch. Yeah, man. 5 years and really up. Stop up with me up. When I get a little gun, I see me bro. Yeah, man. That way you say, man. They didn't know what you did, man. You did, yeah, man. Like your best up. Find the left flank. Yeah. Just go take a second. But shot. Yeah. See the man, the camera. I will get the pass. I wish when you drive out, you get a block up. Front tire flat, steering in a half ton. When you go out, you look at the damage. The Almighty make a heavy rain come down. I wish the man where you left my fuck. Left you next week for your neighbor. When you think of the worst thing that you find out send did a try for your system. I wish you never left the two jelly. When you drink them, I wish them run your belly. All the fuel it could stop over my mind. I wish them spoil it even when you don't fry. I wish it. I wish things get hard with you live it. Can call me bitter if you want. A man if you leave it if I'm in that. I wish it. Wish things get hard with you live it. Call me bitter if you want. A man if you leave it. Stop the man from the wrong yard. Also for the cheese on the rock card. Stop that when it's standard. To the cool when you reach shot man. Go get a piece of man, go get a still. If I'm up on the green star, don't say nothing. Roll up like a tree back, life I will live. You would have to live like Jeremy in a blade. I can pull it off right now. Big boss wins, G4 stretch, really on the tip. I'm the garage at the star life. You will see a couple bricks. Then the man goes Fix when they kicks me. Air Force chalk white, never milky. I make riches, give me great, stop make 50. To love so much lifestyle. Also for the cheese and the red card. Stop down when they stand up. To the cool when you reach. Shut up. More than you ever see. Yeah, more than we ever see. More than we ever see. Okay, girl in our bed. She got tell me say she come from my bed. Say she not fitness, she not in a class free. And if we nothing, she work the drive and look the other way. Have a lot of girl. Clean skin with a pretty little face. Besides that, me should have tell a girl a feel. But me bring highway, car 2 hours away. And then me friend me have to find me, she a see. Him say your mother would have really come up here. Me take the number, me the link in the day. And tell her keep her phone up, cause me dey from my way. Now I'm dey on the highway. Me a cruising up on the highway. Windows down, spliffing a mouth, and me run over with the puppy dog way astray. Me pull up in a ear, sit at the yard, when me look up at the man at the gate. Make a car. Me say me there at the gate. She say no come out of the car and she a come from the way. The girl come out in her short shorts. A little beanie short shorts. She looks so good she make me can't talk. And when she walk the gate, make a car. We start walk, no one man out. We reach the gate, no one every man a slow. Me say yellow man say we for you. She say you not pay them no mind, them just flex them on you. On the inside now we a chill. I mean the man on them in on time to kill. I play already, she said the skill. We don't, now me and me no come off the try. About the call I come in with the clan. Because me know this a working time. Me not the call I come in. I'm up on the time. Me hungry. Me do run. Me could have seen me here, I'm answering. She said, who that? Oh, you mean how good that? You see when she hear the voice, the girl almost go in a shot. So me say, how good that? And she say, I fool that. Tell little baby father, but the boy I eat that. You say, idiot? Yeah, the boy I eat that. Him just wanna give my Batman cause he like a little. Wait, you never tell me say, yeah, but you put that. You feel more one dirty style. See, you know your waist man, I give me chat. Like a mouse in a house, man. Shut my teeth. Hey, boy, I see how you're going to say. 4 tire flat. This is a welcome. But them call me old guy teeth. In a crown and teeth. Be a good day with 1,000 teeth. Falcon chip in a mode where a piece. Everything that's something kind of sudden. Cause you never see you, so you know if you want me, I'm serious, yeah, with the song. Don't get deep. Catalina, crown and lead. Be a day out with a thousand teeth. For the country, being a more appreciate over knees. Don't get deep. Based on no IP. Some maybe some speed mask. Why listen, please? There you fit. Cock it up. We know them things. Jenny and Xavier. Let me tell you something if you never know you got why you make sure you me. Carry news to gather up Batman style and what a shit. Pour out the man, now this me feel like she speak, chat with text send me. I'm the she and the ones that do for your style. Tell you the man that is for me. Can't when you're hungry, then you're not going to touch my for your bang for me. What's the one you tell her that the way you said? You know what it is. Yeah, you know what you said to me. I'm the she and the ones that step up in the youth and you tell us that man. Then I'm going to bring the sense on the yard man. Take up what you're rest and go down to the dad man. Just one of the big guys go from them one. But you go best friend, the man is never plan. That don't mean they see that next talent, but I'm not going to take that. I'm so to see if you can. Because I'm going to go in bringing your shot. It's 92 AM, 92 AM. Let me tell you something if you never know you got to make sure you Batman style and It's 92 AM, 92 AM. Everybody up, love look, yeah, give them all. On the top, let the club shake, even let you want the asphalt, with the boss here, slip them, yeah, the top it up for you. Everybody up, up. Everybody up, yeah, give them all. Everybody up, love look, yeah, give them all. Everybody up, let the club shake, even let you want the asphalt, with the boss here, slip them, yeah, the top it up for you. Everybody up, keep everybody up, yeah, give them all. Everybody up, love look, yeah, give them all. On the door, spin up the top, yeah, let the club shake, even let you want the asphalt, with the boss here, slip them, yeah, the top it up for you. Everybody up, keep them up. No, people know, just see it. Tough crackers, them bad this a compete, and no bus clappers. I don't take your love. That girl straight to the front look. One book a chocolate, a big room, a whole room, no freak, a clean sleep. Jenny and Xavier. No escape, house we fuck left beat. Lovely look,
Chest plate, love it look, roll up and next plate. One crocodile, them a face snakes. Run with me style, you give them a hug. Move anything if I know me, that must be it. Hustle off, all you will love me. Rise early, murder the summer walk late. Why you give me things never fluctuate? Love it look, give them a update. Seizure, girl see me and just shade. Like she like London girl, that's the yup mate. Trinidad, New York, Oxford, Nine of them, love mate. What me say? Okay, first, with a plan to see. London, think we are run fade. Just wait. Jump on, just wait. Everybody up. Give them a update. Love it up. Everybody up. Love it up. Yeah, give them a update. Oh, that's so bad, God. Oh, that's so bad, God. Oh, that's so bad. Here first one, but like you get feeling, the American president's love. You feel high like Jesus when you walk across the water. I'm in Air Force sneakers and the black man up banana. The white ones have me Katy Perry and Madonna. The brown ones have me Cardi B, me Ariana. It's a pink on the beaches, yeah, on the Adriana. It's a famous legion, it's a legion, it's commander. They had girl, them, I bet them get to them designer. Desire them, I bet them get to them designer. Real, never from China. These beats make a girl dance. Cooking white on my feet, not right there. Was just that tonight, you can see black spider. Up all kind Air Force One, you can keep giving G fresh beer. Adiana in the ear, do some, put you in the corner. Jimmy, get that Air Force One. Look, here they come. So clean, so handsome. Air Force One. She wanna know if I'm Afro or Caro. She move paro and she can't tell. Mama said no trust, no jamo. They're bad news cause I know them wrong. Child like, you should've listened to your mom last night. If she knew what you did last night, oh, if she knew what you did last night. Not my fault, don't have me. I showed you when you can be. Good girl, know you're bad girl. It's still bad girl. It's not my fault, don't have me. I showed you when you can be. Good girl, know you're bad girl. Not the type that you got wrong for dinner. Bless what they say, I'm a sinner. See your family are way too. Your mommy said, no, no, Oyingo. You want me, so she'll never know. Tell me when to come and go. No beef, me no want no show. Confident, hate me, cause me confident. Me not in the no argument. You want to do when it's obvious. Confident, hate me, cause me confident. Me not in the no argument. You want to do when it's obvious. She wanna know if I'm Afro or Caro. She move paro and she can't tell. Jimmy, I'll see it, yeah. Trust no jamo. They're bad news cause I know them.